Sears has directed Elkhart Memorial at the top of the NLC behind a small but talented lineup led by Trey Gallup and one that will miss the offensive injured guard Hank Smith tonight. They'll face a young but improving Northwood squad that relies on Caden Gonwer outside and Caleb Lund down in the paint. Can Memorial get a share of the conference title, or will Northwood spoil the party? Find out next on 46. Looking at the Panther Pit in Napanee, it is Monday Night Basketball in the Northern Lakes Conference as the Memorial Crimson Chargers tangle with the Northwood Panthers on a special edition of the 46 Game of the Week. How you doing, everybody? Alongside the Hall of Famer Bo Hunt, it's Chuck Fraby. Bob Nagel will join us momentarily. This was a game originally scheduled for last Friday night and postponed due to the snowstorm. The Memorial Crimson Chargers come in with a record of 9-9 on the season. That's a mark of their inconsistency, but they have a chance tonight to take a share of a conference title back to California Road. How in the world does that happen?
Well, we saw them earlier in the year. We didn't know what to expect out of this team, and I'm sure Coach Sears still doesn't know what quite to expect out of this team. They're 9-9, but yet they have a chance to play for a conference title tonight. They come up big in big games. I think that's the way they play. When they have a big game on the line, they come ready to play. I think they play to their competition. Good in some ways, bad in other ways. We'll see tonight whether they step up.
Meanwhile, Northwood comes in here with a record of 11-5, but 3 of those losses in the Northern Lakes Conference, so they can't get a share of the conference title. Still, this is a pretty good basketball team, especially considering how inexperienced they were at the beginning of the year.
Well, exactly. They've come a long way, but to only have 5 losses on the year, but 3 of them in this conference, puts them out of that race. But yet, this is a very talented team. They are young, but they got some guys that can step up. I'm sure Coach Aaron Wolf still has these guys plugging away, getting ready for that sectional.
We've got a lot to cover on the R. Yoder Construction pregame show, including our Jordan Automotive Keys to Win. And those come your way next on the 46 Game of the Week. This edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is being brought to you by the Jordan Auto Group. Simple, easy, and stress-free. Welcome, everybody, to the R. Yoder Construction pregame shows. We get you ready for Northwood and Elkhart Memorial tonight from the Panther Pit. Time now to look at our Jordan Automotive Keys to Win for tonight's game. First of all, for the Memorial Crimson Chargers, their leading scorer on the year, a young man by the name of Trey Gallup, the 6'1 junior, connecting at 14 points with 6 rebounds a game, has had 14 games in double figures, and gives the Crimson Chargers a strong inside presence. He'll need help tonight, and he hopes to get it from Jose Soto, the 5'10 senior point guard, averaging just over 7 points a game. He was all Northern Lakes Conference a year ago. Hasn't kind of approached those numbers this year, but with Hank Smith on the bench with an Achilles, he'll need to step up.
Well, the keys to win today for the Memorial Chargers, they need to handle the pit, and that's the Panther Pit. Trust me when I say it's tough to play in this gym. You come here, the fans, the atmosphere, it's a tough place to play. Need to be iron workers. They need to get on the glass, get up to that rim, get any ball possible, and apply pressure to stop the bleeding. You've got a deep cut, you got to apply that pressure, and defensively, they need to apply some pressure tonight. Kyle Sears in his 4th year at Memorial.
Every team has size compared to us, but you know, we'll have to box out. We're gonna have to make sure we know we're smart and long are inside all night long, as well as Bean. He rebounds hard, so you know, we're just gonna have to be aware of where they're at.
Meanwhile, for the Northwood Panthers, who come in here with a record of 11-5, they've got a dynamic outside and inside combination. The outside comes from Brad Delio, the 5'10 senior, only averaging 9 points a game, but we saw him go off earlier this year on TV 46 for 21 in a win over Plymouth. And then on the inside, the leading scorer for the Panthers is Caleb Long, a 6'3 senior who scores 12 points and averages 5 rebounds a game. He's headed to Grace College to play golf. He hopes to be above par here tonight.
Well, the keys to win tonight for the Northwood Panthers. They need to hit the glass. They have definitely a height advantage in this game. They need to make sure they hit that glass. Adjust to quickness. Memorial's going to be very quick out there. They're going to have a lot of players with a lot of quickness. They got to adjust to that. And Admiral Ackwaller said it best, don't get caught in a trap. Get out there, they're going to pressure you, get away from those traps. Aaron Wolf in his 11th year at Northwood.
You know, I think for us, it's just a comfort level. I think we're starting to understand what our roles are, as we had a lot of guys in different roles this year. And now we're getting more comfortable in what we can do, both offensively and defensively, and just trying to be hard to play against on both ends of the floor.
So it's a big Monday in the NLC, and this has been the Jordan Automotive Keys to Win on the R. Yoder Construction pregame show. Elkhart Memorial and Northwood in the NLC is next on 46.
This is the WHME TV 46 High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Indiana Criminal Justice, IU South Bend, TCU, Jordan Automotive Group, Bethel College Admissions, Electrical Workers Local 153, Crown Trophy, JV Macri Orthodontics, Bill's Heating, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, Ruoff Home Mortgage, and the IHSAA.
This edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is being brought to you by the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute, who say, whoa, don't text and drive. Starting lineups tonight sponsored by E. Newcomer & Son Jewelers. Here's Bo Hunt.
Well, here we go with the starters for Memorial first. As you're getting ready to see them, they're getting ready to announce them right now. You got Jennings, Soto, Quayam, Gallup, and Forrester. There you see the starters as they pop up. And head coach Kyle Sears. Sears in his 4th year with a record of 39-48.
And as they turn out the lights for the spotlight introductions, the Northwood Panthers are ready to be introduced to this crowd. And again, sponsored by E. Newcomer & Son Jewelers.
And the starters tonight for the Northwood Panthers, you got Gongwer at a guard, Delio, that's Brad Delio, Nick Bean, DeAndre Smart, and Caleb Young. And of course, coached by Aaron Wolf in his 11th year with a record of 176-76.
All right, so the series history between these two teams, it goes back to 1973, Elkhart Memorial's first year as a high school. The Crimson Chargers lead the all-time series by a count of 34-20. And last year at Northside Gym, Memorial got a very surprising victory. In fact, just one of just 2 games that Northwood lost during the regular season, as the Chargers won it by a count of 59-52. Two coaches very familiar with one another, Kyle Sears on the left and Aaron Wolf on the right. And Sears in his 4th season at Elkhart Memorial trying to get an NLC title. Aaron Wolf in his 11th year with 176 wins as the Northwood head coach. Bob Nagel has made his way over from the University of Notre Dame, where he hosted the Muffet McGraw Show. He'll join me on the color. We are underway at the Panther Pit. Northwood in the white, Elkhart Memorial in the red. The Panthers come in with a record of 11-5 on the year. And they'll move the ball around. Nick Bean finds Caden Gonwar. Now they'll go down low to DeAndre Smart. Outside, that's Delio for 3. The iron unkind, and here comes Memorial. 9-9 on the season, but 4-2. One of 4 teams at 4-2 in the Northern Lakes Conference. Jose Soto handles the ball up top, takes the 3, cannot connect, and the ball hits the top of the support. And so the ball will belong to Northwood. Neither team able to score on its opening possession.
Couple of good looks, though.
Bean into the lane with the jump stop. Gonwer tried to feed Lund, but the bounce pass a little bit too low. First turnover of the game goes against Northwood.
Good crowd on hand for a Monday night. a rescheduled game.
Sure, on a Friday night, they would have had a much bigger crowd here in the Panther Pit, but as it is, we'll see how this crowd can affect the game as we go along. Memorial going up against the man-to-man defense here of Northwood, but a sagging man-to-man. They'll leave a guy like Jennings open outside. Smart came over to cover him up very quickly. Soto tried to go crossover and almost got Forrester all tied up. Memorial showing good patience. Remember, their second leading scorer, Hank Smith, on the bench tonight with an Achilles problem. Soto finds the open man, and Quayam, though, got lost in the trees and lost the ball.
Turnovers even now, 1 apiece.
Shot was there at one time for Quayam, and he just couldn't pull the trigger. Northwood, a team that scores about 55 points a game. They like to hoist the three, but Gonwer couldn't connect that time. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Northwood.
Yoder Stutzman Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has been serving Napanee and the surrounding area since 1969. They're committed to what they do, and they enjoy serving the public for their plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. Yoder Stutzman Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, building lasting solutions.
Nick Bean, a 5'10 junior, handles the ball up top for Northwood. And it's Bean now down in the corner, guarded by Forrester, a player that has made a lot of strides defensively. Air ball on the three, and the Chargers come the other way, but it's lost out of bounds by Jennings.
Second turnover for Memorial. Folks, head coach Ryan Lightfoot and the Bethel Pilots invite you to join them for a game this season on the campus of Bethel College in Mishawaka. Bring the entire family for a game and enjoy college basketball at its finest. Visit their website at bethelcollege.edu for a complete basketball schedule. The Pilots wishing the teams tonight a great game.
Delio was able to handle the pressure from Memorial that time. They go inside to Caleb Lum, who scores the first basket of the game. Memorial, a very undersized team. Their biggest player on the roster is 6'3". Among those who play, the biggest is 6'1". So they have had problems with big teams. Conference losses coming to Northridge and to Goshen. Jennings with the shake and bake, but couldn't finish. And the rebound comes to Northwood. It has been one and done on the glass for the Chargers so far. Delio against a 2-3 zone from Memorial. Notice a lot of coaches here in the stands tonight with a Monday night game. Not too many teams playing, and with the tournament coming up, a lot want to see what they'll get from other teams. Caleb Lung right now giving them something to put in their notebook. He has 4.
Strong young man. He had an injury a few weeks ago. We were worried that he might be done for the season. Turned out to be a hyperextension. Good to see him back on the floor.
Soto working against Delio. Tried to dish it off for Forrester, knocked out of bounds by Northwood.
For the finest dining, look no further than the Bristol Street Cafe, located at 500 West Bristol Street in Elkhart, serving outstanding breakfast and daily lunch specials until 2 p.m. Bristol Street Cafe will satisfy your entire family's appetite. Bristol Street Cafe is a proud sponsor of Elkhart Athletics.
Northwood switching up its defense, now offering a 2-3 zone against Memorial, and too much dribbling by Trey Gallup.
3 turnovers now for the Chargers, 1 for Northwood.
Cross-court pass, kicked outside to Delio. Delio double team, finds DeAndre Smart on the baseline. He's fouled by Trey Gallup.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies is a world-class metal finishing company specializing in plating, coating, testing, and consulting services. 58 years as a knowledge source for metal finishing solutions. Reach us at info@iftworldwide.com.
With Northwood using a zone defense, Brandon Bailey checks in for Memorial to try to get some outside shooting against it. Meanwhile, on the inside, Caleb Lum banging with bodies, and he traveled.
Well, both teams look like they might have wanted to play Friday night. A little bit sloppy start, some turnovers, some missed shots, but.
Well, Hank Smith on the sidelines for Memorial in this game. Chargers struggling for offense. Gallup tried to create some that time. And a push-off foul as you take a look at Smith, the second leading scorer. Earlier this year, he had 9 3-pointers, a school record in a win against Warsaw. But Kyle Sears says he'll likely hold Smith out until the final week of the regular season.
I heard Memorial has qualified for the high school tournament.
So the ball lost out of bounds by the Chargers, and Northwood pitching a shutout for the first 4.5 minutes.
Folks, wouldn't it be great to work for a company where their employees are their most valuable asset? Well, now's your chance because RestCore is hiring. They have production positions available in a team-driven environment with excellent benefits that include medical, dental, and a 401k. Working for this steadily growing company isn't just a job, it's a career. Learn more about joining the RestCore family. Visit RestCore, RESCHCOR.com.
RestCore sponsored our opening tip tonight. Our first quarter tonight brought to you by the Triple P Positive Parenting Program of Elkhart. Here's Gonwer hitting the three-pointer. It's brought to you by Persing Tire and Lube. Ring-a-ling-ling. Just call Persing. Caden Gonwer hits his 29th three of the year. Down at the other end, the Chargers answer with a Javon Forrester bucket.
Finally on the board.
It took Memorial 5 minutes and 11 seconds to get on the board here in the first quarter. And a turnover by Northwood against the full court pressure of the Chargers. Kyle Sears thought that might help them tonight.
Yeah, there was a stop there in the offense for Northwood. Hey, speaking of stops, Indiana Criminal Justice Institute reminds you to drive sober or get pulled over. That's the deal. Don't take a chance. Indiana Criminal Justice will sponsor our stop of the game.
Bailey and now Soto, the all-conference guard from a year ago. Inside to Gallup. He got tied up by Smart, but Gallup perseveres, couldn't get it to go. And the rebound to Lund. Panthers want to run. Smart ahead of everyone for two. DeAndre Smart, the 6'3" senior, and Northwood leads at 9-2.
3 players in the scoring column already for Northwood.
Jennings and the Chargers trying to solve the Northwood defense right now. Soto. It's a 1-3-1 zone being used right now by the Panthers. And I think it's got Memorial somewhat confounded. Gallup got tripped on his way in.
Smart called on the foul. Folks, Teachers Credit Union understands the importance of growing your future. Whether you're growing your family, your square footage, or your business, Teachers Credit Union is here for you with financial solutions that will help you succeed. Visit tcunet.com to start growing your future today. Federally insured by the NCUA, they are an equal housing opportunity lender.
Soto, long three is good. Jose Soto with his 13th three-pointer of the year brings the Chargers back within 4.
Big bucket right there.
Bean thought about the three. Instead decides to go to Delio. Smart in the middle of the zone. Delio, 4-3, off the mark. Here come Gallup and the Chargers.
Delio's had a tough start. He was our player of the game last time we did Northwood.
Now a three on the way. Bryant had it rattle out on him, and the rebound to DeAndre Smart. Bailey with the shot.
Looked like he had a nice rhythm going there.
Smart lost it on the way up. Soto battles for the loose ball.
Careful,
Delio got it. And a foul called against Jennings of Elkhart Memorial as Nick Bean went in. I think the foul will be called on the floor.
Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown teams and proud to be a part of the community. When you're ready to buy a home or need to refinance your existing mortgage loan, be sure to stop by one of our offices in Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, or you can go online at ruoff.com. That's RUOFF.com.
9-5 Panthers on the Ruoff Home Mortgage scoreboard, and it looks like Aaron Wolf may settle for the last shot of the period.
Bill's Heating has been keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. You can relax knowing your family's comfort is their top priority. And Bill's Heating was voted best of the best by readers of the Goshen News. Call Bill's Heating at 574-533-2079.
Final 15 seconds of period number 1. Northwood up by 4. Bean charged against Soto, who did a great job to get in defensive position, I should say.
Bean has his first foul.
You'll get another look at it here on the Bethel College admissions replay, and no question that Bean extended the arm right into Soto. So the Chargers with a chance to get the last shot. Soto wants a 3, but it's way off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Luke Holland, but it would not count if it had gone. 1 quarter in the book. It's been a quarter of a lot of action here at the Panther Pit. Northwood scrambling its way to a 9-5 lead over Elkhart Memorial on the 46 game of the week. This edition of the 46 game of the week brought to you in part by IU South Bend, fulfilling the promise. We promise you sideline reports tonight. Bo Hunt has been all over this arena this evening, and he's on the sidelines now with an analysis of the first quarter. What'd you see, Bo?
Well, you pointed it out there with Memorial having a hard time adjusting to that zone. Looked like there wasn't a lot of movement, so I'm not sure if there's going to be adjustment. I'm sure Coach Sears will get some adjustments here in the second quarter for that. You know, the big 3 from Soto helped bring them back into that. And Northwood, they played pretty flawless in that first quarter, except for a couple turnovers, with Lung making kind of a little bit of a costly early foul. So we'll see how the second quarter plays out, guys.
All right, thank you very much, Bo. Bo's sideline report brought to us by our friends at Bill's Heating.
First quarter for Elkhart Memorial, just 2 out of 9 from the field, 22%. Northwood a little bit better, 4 out of 9, 44% so far.
Brandon Bailey handles the ball up top for the Chargers. Now Soto. Gallup. And Soto again. So the Chargers being deliberate, but they got it inside to Trey Gallup, who gets his first basket of the game. That's the Chargers' leading scorer at 14 points per game.
You know, with Smith out of the lineup, you know, he's getting even more attention than he normally would.
Chargers sticking with the 2-3 zone. They trail by 2. They were down by 7. Long 3 on the way, and you heard the net snap for Caden Gonwer, his second 3 of the night. He has 6 to lead all scorers. Jennings at the other end, his prayer not answered. Gonwer's 3 brought to you by Person Tire and Lube. Inside to Lund for 2.
Lung is 3 out of 3 on the night. All 3 shots in near the basket.
So Lund and Gonwer combining for 12 of the 14 Northwood points so far, and the Panthers rebuild the lead to 7. Jennings, no.
Good looking shot.
Like a vitamin, it had a lot of iron.
1 out of 5 from 3 for Memorial so far.
Blick misses the 3, and then the ball out of bounds. It'll go to Northwood. Chargers will go to the bench and put Javion Kyan back in the lineup.
Presented by Triple P, Positive Parenting Program of Elkhart County, a program to support every parent. Triple P is one of the world's best-known parenting programs. Its simple, practical strategies have been proven to empower parents and help manage everything from toddler tantrums to teenage rebellion. Learn more at triplePElkhartCounty.org or call 574-226-0160. Triple P for every parent.
They sponsor our second quarter tonight. Memorial had a 5-0 spurt. Northwood has answered with one of its own. Forrester, very improved player for the Chargers, but not much of an offensive weapon. Can Soto get some offense created? He went outside, but the 3's just rimming out for Bailey and the Chargers. It's 2 in a row.
Good looking shot.
Gonwer needs some help, and Bean provides it. Now Holland outside. Good ball movement, got an open look, but Gonwer couldn't get it to go. Soto in a hurry with the rebound. And draws the blocking foul on Nick Bean, his second.
You know, Memorial settling for a lot of three-pointers so far tonight, Chuck, but they haven't had a whole lot of choice. They don't have a lot of size inside. And give credit to Northwood. Good defensive idea of packing it in pretty good.
So Brad Delio checks back in for the Panthers. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our TCU Student Athletes of the Week as Soto rainbows another three. That one rims out. Look at Forrester, though, on the glass. Now Bailey for three connects. Brandon Bailey, a 5'11 junior who hit 6 of those in their loss to Mishawaka Marion, gets his first three of the night. He only averages 2 points a game.
Running that offense is part of the reason Hank Smith is able to shoot so well from three. They get good setups, and they're still running that same offense.
Meanwhile, Gonwer's got the hot hand. Ring-a-ling-ling just call per sing. And Caden Gonwer with his third three of the night. He had 4 last Thursday against Concord.
Folks, if you're interested in improving all areas of your fitness program or sport, join the Strength and Conditioning Center in Mishawaka. That's Beacon Sports Performance. They offer youth, high school, and adult performance training. Visit the website at beaconhealthandfitness.org today.
Soto with a steal. Good transition defense by Northwood, though, to get back. Gallup goes baseline. What a reverse layup for Trey Gallup. A pretty move for the Charger big man, but Gonwer is feeling it. Ring-a-ling-ling, just call Persing. 4 threes in the first half for Gonwer and a timeout called by Northwood. It's sponsored by Quality Window and Door. Midway through the second, and the Panthers have an 8-point advantage on Memorial on 46. And this edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is brought to you by Bethel College Admissions, equipping for lifelong service. And by Ruoff Home Mortgage, a great name to know when you need a mortgage. Chuck Freeby, Bob Nagel, Bo Hunt back with you, and that is Caden Gonwer, 4 3-pointers in the first half. 12 points in the game, and he's responsible for the Northwood 8-point advantage over Memorial. Gallup tried to dribble past people and was lucky to escape with the ball. Quiam got a man in the air, and then Forrester takes advantage with the layup. Good ball movement by the Chargers.
Very nice work.
Javon Forrester, a wide receiver and defensive back on the football team, has 4 points tonight, only averages 3 a game. Smart. Ball whipped down the lung. Great hands by Caleb, but he couldn't come up with it. And here comes Soto the other way.
I don't think Caleb was expecting the entry pass there and didn't handle it well.
Gallup, a great feed to Forrester for 2. And clearly, Kyle Sears was able to take advantage of that timeout and tell his guys, we got to be able to get some things going inside.
Let's see, the point we were making earlier, they were setting up for that game that involves Hank Smith, but Hank's not here tonight.
Smart is, and DeAndre Smart gets an easy layup after the ball got knocked around. The Chargers were that close to a steal and wound up paying the price for the over pursuit.
Smart's 2 for 2 tonight. Good to see him healthy. He was having little leg issues earlier in the week.
Now Bailey to Gallup. Gallup lost the handle, taken away by Gonwer with some nifty ball handling.
A little bit of a bump in there, but I like the way the official said play on.
Smart with great hands, as you would expect from an all-state defensive back. At the other end, Delio couldn't hit, and Smart, like an all-state defensive back, goes over the back.
Smart has the foul. That's his second. Chuck, interesting, Caden Gonwer is 4 out of 5 from 3-point range. Brad Delio, 0 for 4.
Quite the opposite of what you saw when Northwood played Plymouth back in December on 46. Gallup down the lane with a powerful move, but he couldn't finish, and Smart got the rebound. 6-point Panther lead, waning seconds of period number 2. Guess who? At that time. Long. Airballed the shot. Forrester tied up on the rebound. On the alternating possession, it goes to Northwood.
Laurie Sumter with Phil Hahn and Associates is part of the home team supporting your hometown Panthers. Laurie has been helping the Wanee community for over 30 years working in Panther Nation. Let Laurie Sumter help you find your new home.
Delio found Smart down low, missed the layup. Kicks the rebound outside, and Gonwer's going to get a look down the lane. Northwood continues the perimeter passing. Then Lung got loose inside, and Gallup had to foul him his second.
Valentine's Day is this coming Wednesday, folks. Newcomer & Sons Jewelers in Napanee has a large selection of bridal engagement rings, diamond bracelets, necklaces, and earrings, plus the hottest gift trends. Stackable rings, adjustable bracelets, name jewelry, and watches with free engraving. Lots of gifts under $100. Newcomer & Sons Jewelers, downtown Napanee.
Caleb Lung, a 63% free throw shooter, and that's better than most on this Northwood squad. Not a team that shoots foul shots very well, but Lung got both of those to drop. He has 8 points tonight, and Northwood back to an 8-point lead.
Lung's really become a solid scorer on this Northwood team, and a guy that head coach Aaron Wolf was looking for. You got to have 2 or 3 guys you can count on every night, and Lung is certainly that guy.
He's had to adjust to a new role this year after being kind of a role player in past seasons. He has to be the leading scorer on this team this year. Soto got caught in the land of the trees. Jennings battles for the ball, and on the held ball, alternating possession will give the ball to Elkhart Memorial.
Nobody really had the ball long enough for a 3-second violation, but there's a lot of different jerseys in that lane.
I don't think when the whistle blew, anybody from Memorial had their hands on the held ball. Soto misses the three-pointer, and then Gonwer is tackled by Forrester.
Folks, at the corner of US 6 and State Road 15 in New Paris is a store that is really convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store opens Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. and they stay open until 10 p.m. Now that is convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store in New Paris has what you need to keep you going.
Only the 5th team foul on Memorial, so with 49 seconds left in the half, doubtful that either team will get to the bonus here in the first half. Northwood likely to be patient here at the end of the half with an 8-point lead.
Eastlake 24 Napanee is a full-service fitness club with 24/7 access. They never close. Just $29 to enroll and $29 per month with unlimited access to all 8 Eastlake locations. Check it out for yourself between Ace Hardware and Martin Supermarket. Eastlake 24 in Napanee.
Delio with Javion Quayam guarding him.
Ooh, Delio
now
is
Gonwer for 3, got fouled, a bomb and a bump.
How about that for a smart play by Brad Delio? He was open and said, you know what? So far it hasn't been my night, but I know whose it is. And Caden Gonwer knocked down his 5th three-pointer.
And the best foul shooter among the Northwood regulars, a 75% free throw shooter on the year, now has 16 points in the first half, and Northwood with a 12-point lead. Just 5.6 seconds to go here in the half. Quayam will race up the floor. He finds Bailey for 3. Big time shot for the Chargers, and a nice way for them to curb the Northwood momentum going to the locker room at halftime. Bo Hunt is courtside with a Bill Seating sideline report. He has Kyle Sears.
Kyle, you go in at halftime down by 9. They were able to put a flurry there at the end, but big 3 helped you guys out. You had a bunch of 3s rim in and out. They were in, they just kind of came out. You went the first 5 minutes without scoring as well. Just your thoughts on that first quarter, first half.
I mean, we're a little frustrated right now in terms of offensively. You know, a couple shots go in and out, things like that. They'll start falling. We got to hit the boards. I mean, we got to rebound on the defensive end especially, and we got to find Gonwer. He's hitting shots right now. He's feeling it tonight, so we got to make sure we find him.
You got 2 quarters that they can win a conference championship. What do you talk about at halftime?
Rebounding, and then we got to move the basketball on offense and make sure that we find the shooters. So, and then, like I said, we got to finish with a rebound. So,
thanks, Kyle.
Absolutely, thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, Bo, stick around, everybody. We've got a big halftime report coming up. Sponsored by Lori Sumter with Phil Hahn and Associates. It'll start with our TCU Student Athletes of the Week. A three-point barrage by Caden Gonwer has Northwood up by 9 after 2 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you in part by Crown Trophy. They're nationally known and locally owned. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. We're at halftime with Northwood leading Elkhart Memorial 28-19. Chargers needing a win to get a share of the Northern Lakes Conference title. Chuck Freeby and Bob Nagel high atop the fray here at the pit and partner. First half that saw Northwood open up inside, but then get most of the damage done outside.
Well, you got a red-hot hand in Gongwer. What a job he did. Chuck, we saw 24 three-point shots in that first half, and obviously it went a little bit better for Northwood than it did for Memorial, but that's a lot of three-point shots. I think both coaches might be wanting to rein that in a little bit here in the second half.
Well, let's show you how it got to be this way here in Napanee tonight, because Northwood fired the first salvos with Caleb Lung getting loose inside, scoring the first 4 points. DeAndre Smart off to the races. Northwood would build a 9-2 lead, but back come the Chargers. Jose Soto with the three-pointer, and then Trey Gallup down the baseline with a strong move there. And outside, it would be Brandon Bailey raining one home. But if you wanted outside shooting tonight, well, Gallup with that nifty reverse layup, it was Caden Gonwer. 5 threes in the first half, including the bomb and the bump right there. He had 16. Bailey hits a 3 from the corner at the halftime buzzer to make it a 9-point game. But really, the story of the first half, Northwood just flat out shot the ball better than the Chargers.
43% from the field, and the Chargers down to 30% range. And it really was a matter of choice, I think. And again, if Hank Smith is in the lineup for Memorial, maybe you keep running what you're running, and he helps you capitalize on the three-pointers. But they were 3 out of 10 in the first half from three-point range. And they rebounded the ball okay. The turnovers, I was really impressed with that. 5 for each team. Really good ball control and some pretty good defense. But again, the shooting stats, all the difference.
Well, it's February. You should be down to 5 turnovers per half for each team, because the tournament's on its way in just about 2 or 3 weeks. 28-19, Northwood on top of Elkhart Memorial. Second half play-by-play from the Panther Pit comes your way after this on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is being brought to you by the electrical workers of Local 153. They're making our community brighter. It's a 28-19 Northwood lead as the teams come out for the second half. Before they do, let's go downstairs for a Bills Heating courtside report. And Bo Hunt, I don't know that you had the chance to talk to Aaron Wolf at halftime, but what adjustments do you think Northwood makes here in the second half?
Yeah, Northwood came out late and Aaron came out late there. I think the biggest thing is just keep feeding the ball to Gongwer. Just keep giving him the ball and giving him the ball. You know, great half by him, but they still need to be plugging away. Do what they did early. Feed the ball inside to Lung. That's going to open up that outside shot. They had a lot of open looks. DeLeo had a lot of open looks as well. Just couldn't knock down that 3. I think they play better when they play more of a fast-paced game, get up and down the court, and look for that maybe here in the second half as well. Guys?
All right, Northwood begins the half with the basketball and the 9-point lead. That's Brad DeLeo handling things. DeLeo shut out in the first half. In fact, only 3 Panthers scored in that half, but that was enough. Gonwer, guess who? How do you leave him open after that first half? Ring a ling ling, just call per sing. Caden Gonwer with 19 points. And Kyle Sears has to be a pretty frustrated man on that Memorial bench right now with his team trailing by 12. Gallup down the baseline for 2. So Trey Gallup going in strong, and full court pressure here from the Chargers. Gonwer with a nice pass to Lung, who missed the layup. Bean down low to Smart. DeLeo knows who's got the hot hand, but Gonwer misses that one. He's 6 of 11 from three-point range tonight. Soto for 3. Bring it up. Jose Soto's second 3 of the night, and the lead is now 7 for Northwood.
Hey, a special shout out to Bourbon Street Pizza in Napanee. They're open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. They've got appetizers, pizza, pasta dishes, and desserts. You can eat there, pick it up to go, or have it delivered. Their special now is a 3-topping large pizza for just $11. Or you can upgrade to a specialty pizza for $1 more. Bourbon Street Pizza in Napanee fed our crew tonight. What a terrific job. Great pizza.
Crew seemed well sated.
Yes, they did.
Northwood inside to Lum. He lost the handle. Smart got it back. I can't believe there's not a 3-second call on DeAndre Smart. He was in the lane for about 8
minutes.
But that doesn't get called anymore.
You know,
at any level.
Exactly. You know,
wow. Soto's got a hot hand now. Jose Soto with 9, and the Chargers have whittled it down to a 4-point lead. It was 12 just moments ago.
I was impressed when it got down to 7. I was just going to say they're hanging in there. We've got a ball game. Conference Coach Championship on the line right here tonight.
4 teams tied for that NLC lead. 2 of them will go head-to-head on Tuesday night as Plymouth goes to Warsaw. Long inside, stops the bleeding for Northwood. He's in double figures with 10.
2 free throws and 4 baskets inside.
Gallup kicks it outside to Jennings for 3. Forrester, a big offensive rebound, but he couldn't force it in. Delio brings it back for Northwood, up by 6.
Plenty of time for Memorial, but you don't want to be digging any kind of deeper hole here at this point of the ball game.
Delio looked for a backdoor cut, then Lung came through the front side, but couldn't hit the jumper. Javion Quayam, Soto from the volleyball line talked about it, but then brought it back outside.
The Miller Senior Living Communities of both Wakarusa and Napanee take great pride in being part of the Wanee community with assisted living, nursing care, home care, and rehab services. They're committed to excellence for America's greatest generation, our seniors. Plan a visit to experience firsthand the many amenities at Miller's Senior Living Community.
Ian Jennings protected himself well, taking the contact from Caleb Long. Jennings hits the free throw. 64% foul shooter with his first 3 points of the night. And we've got a 1-possession game.
Ooh.
Gone, we're awfully close to not reestablishing position.
Trying to find the hot hand.
Well, Donwer has had it. Delio has been cold tonight. But he penetrates here. Shot rejected by Forrester, but they call a push-off foul on Soto.
Folks, how clear is your vision? Napanee Family Eye Care has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Napanee community since 1999. And they want to help you achieve and maintain clear vision for years to come. Give yourself the gift of clear vision at Napanee Family Eye Care. Learn more on their website at nfe2020.com.
Moving screen on Caleb Long. He tried to screen 2 people at the same time. That rarely works well.
I've got a chance of doing that, Chuck, but it wouldn't be legal either.
Lung picks up his 3rd foul. He'll come out. Jose Soto on the floor with 3.
Folks, your home, your belongings, your peace of mind. Protect yourself with State Farm Renters, Home, or Life Insurance. Call State Farm agent Sylvia Benjamin. That number is 773-AUTO, 773-AUTO.
Will the Chargers look for a bomb to tie it up here? Or will they try to get it to Gallup and have him penetrate inside? Soto for the tie. Couldn't get it to go, and a big rebound that time for Caleb Glick. Gonwer kicks it inside. Glick's reverse wouldn't go. Ball popcorns around. Holland puts it at no, Bean. Nick Bean for 2. And Northwood kicks the lead back up to 5.
Bean's first points of the night. He's been a consistent scorer and got him into the starting lineup during the season. He started off a good support member off the bench.
Jennings from the baseline rims it home. So Ian Jennings now with 5, all coming here in the 3rd quarter. He's had 5 games in double figures this year for the Chargers, so he's capable of getting hot. Gonwer wanted to hoist it, but he didn't catch it first.
G&N Stone and the Loniger family wish the Panthers good luck tonight and through the remainder of the season. Jack and Nadine are proud supporters of Northwood and the entire Wyandotte community, and they take pride in their customer service. G&N Stone, handcrafted, nature-inspired stone veneer.
Reyna Ling Ling just called Persing as Delio hits his first 3 of the night and doubles the Northwood lead.
Delio, too good of a player and shooter not to be able to score from 3 tonight.
Soto worked his way to get his own shot. Jose Soto now with 11, keeping the Chargers within striking distance with 2 minutes left here in the third.
He's got 8 here in the third quarter alone.
Ball knocked away and out of bounds. It'll go to Northwood.
Yoder Stutzman Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has been serving Napanee and the surrounding area since 1969. They're committed to what they do, and they enjoy serving the public for their plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. Yoder Stutzman Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, building lasting solutions.
Elkhart Memorial trying to come back from a double-digit deficit here in the third. Now down just 4. And a holding call inside on the Chargers. This will go on Brandon Bailey, his first.
Head coach Ryan Lightfoot and the Bethel Pilots invite you to join them for a game this season on the campus of Bethel College in Mishawaka. Bring the entire family for a game and enjoy college basketball at its finest. Visit the website at bethelcollege.edu for a complete basketball schedule. The Pilots wishing the teams tonight a great game.
Ryan, a former Northwood High School player and now going into the Bethel College Hall of Fame for his playing career. Delio's jumper took a friendly bounce. Delio with 5 here in the stanza.
Breaking out in a new spot.
Jennings finds Gallup. Bailey for 3. It's short, and the rebound comes to Glick. Panthers want to run, but Glick threw it away. Forrester was able to get it and then is fouled by Luke Holland.
Holland thought he had it clean, but there was some contact down there. Folks, for the finest dining, look no further than the Bristol Street Cafe, located at 500 West Bristol Street in Elkhart, serving an outstanding breakfast and daily lunch specials until 2 p.m. Bristol Street Cafe will satisfy your entire family's appetite. Bristol Street Cafe is a proud sponsor of Elkhart Athletics.
45 and counting here in the third. Chargers down 6, trying to exercise some patience and get a good shot. Jennings off the front iron twice. Wow. It has been that kind of night for Memorial with its shooting, and yet they're still within 6.
Teams in this game working toward a great finish, and so is a team from Imagineering Finishing Technologies, partners with industries including aerospace, automotive, military and defense, medical, and precision machining. At IFT, quality is a way of life.
Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Bean goes down the lane over Jennings, couldn't hit. Holland with the rebound, it wouldn't go. Smart's tip does. DeAndre Smart with a tip in at the third quarter buzzer to put Northwood back up by 8. A lot of ebb and flow in the third quarter. It was an 8-point game or a 9-point game at halftime. It's now an 8-point game after a big tip in by DeAndre Smart puts Northwood up at the end of 3 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you in part by Bill's Heating, keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. And by Imagineering Finishing Technologies, IFT, where quality is a way of life. Well, we mentioned Bill's Heating. They sponsor our Sideline Report. Bo Hunt, your thoughts on quarter number 3?
Oh, what a great quarter that was from both teams. I thought, you know, Elkhart Memorial was able to come back there. They did only get it down to 8 now going into the fourth quarter, but they changed up to go more offense or man-to-man there. And so did Northwood. It was kind of surprising. I thought their zone defense in the first half was working well, and here you see they kind of go back to it right now, guys.
Soto bangs into Holland, no call, and the rebound to Glick.
Third quarter, Memorial goes 6 of 11 from the field, 2 out of 5 from three-point range. Northwood 6 out of 12 from the field, 2 out of 3 from three-point range. Good
Smart
shooting.
inside the back door for 2, and DeAndre has 8.
1 in each quarter. Got a basket in each quarter.
Gallup double teamed as he goes in, and I think they're going to call a foul here on DeAndre Smart.
Wouldn't it be great to work for a company where their employees are the most valuable asset? Well, now's your chance because RushCore is hiring. They have production positions available in a team-driven environment with excellent benefits that include medical, dental, and a 401k. Working for this steadily growing company isn't just a job, it's a career. To learn more about joining the RushCore family, visit the website at RushCore, that's RESCHCOR.com.
2-3 zone now, and a blocking foul called on Nick Bean. That's his third.
Bean with a pretty good defensive assignment tonight. That's why he's drawn the 3 fouls, but doing a pretty good job. His team leads by 10 with 7 to go.
Gallup, a nice crossover move, and then goes inside. And a foul will be called again on Northwood. So the Panthers with 3 quick fouls here, now with 6 as a team. This one going on DeAndre Smart, his third.
Common foul, no free throws as yet.
Gallup inside over Holland for 2. Trey Gallup may only be listed at 6'1". Boy, he plays a lot bigger than that.
Elevates in a hurry. Good strong presence inside for Memorial tonight.
Glick fell down, and a pushing foul called on Ian Jennings.
Presented by Triple P, Positive Parenting Program of Elkhart County. A program to support every parent. Triple P is one of the world's best-known parenting programs. Its simple, practical strategies have been proven to empower parents and to help manage everything from toddler tantrums to teenage rebellion. Learn more at triplepelkhartcounty.org or call 574-226-0160. Triple P for every parent.
Lund, well defended by Gallup until the foul. Gallup giving up at least 2 inches on that, maybe 3. And Lund was able to use that size to go over the top, forcing the foul. And Caleb Lund, a 63% foul shooter, goes to the stripe.
Ooh, off the front of the rim. Folks, Lori Sumter with Phil Hahn and Associates is part of the hometown team supporting your hometown Panthers. Lori has been helping the Wanee community for over 30 years working in Panther Nation. Let Lori Sumter find your new home.
1 for 2 at the stripe. Lund now with 11. Northwood led by 9 at the half. They lead by 9 now.
Yeah, Memorial's got to not only crank up the offense, but get a couple of stops.
Soto bulls his way inside for 2. Jose with 13 to lead the Chargers tonight. He realizes with Hank Smith on the bench, he's got to create some offense, and he's done that. DeLeo goes in strong for 2, and Brad DeLeo now with 7. Memorial throws it away.
Valentine's Day is coming on Wednesday. E. Newcomer & Son Jewelers in Napanee has a large selection of bridal engagement rings, diamond bracelets, necklaces, and earrings. Plus the hottest gift trends, including stackable rings, adjustable bracelets, name jewelry, and watches with free engraving. Lots of gifts for under $100. E. Newcomer & Son Jewelers in downtown Napanee.
Inside to Smart, couldn't hit the bunny. He'll put his own rebound up and miss. And finally, Soto comes away with the loose change and is called for a travel. Kyle Sears can't believe the call at midcourt, and that's a reasonable complaint.
You see it here in our replay, and Soto comes down with it. Oh, he did take the extra step. One little step, Chuck, and he blows the whistle.
Well, Sears obviously has to be careful. He's coaching with a broken hand after slamming it into a chair during the loss to Northridge earlier this year.
Nice.
Smart gets stripped by Gallup. Do they call a foul on Gallup or on Smart?
Well, let's see.
It's on Gallup, his fourth.
I thought Gallup had the steal, so did head coach Kyle Sears.
He's got to protect that hand. Said he knew as soon as he slammed it down, he had broken it. And the next morning, it was throbbing like something you'd see on the Flintstones. Northwood trying to pick up its 12th win of the year tonight. They would go to 12-5, and certainly has to be considered as a contender along with Fairfield in the 3A sectional.
Eastlake 24 Napanee is a full-service fitness club with 24/7 access. They never close. Just $29 to enroll and $29 per month with unlimited access to all 8 Eastlake locations. Check it out for yourself. Between Ace Hardware and Martin Supermarket, Eastlake 24 Napanee.
Jennings trying to get inside. Now Soto, covered up quickly by Delio. Gets it down to Forrester, but finally Bailey got open for 3 and hit the back iron. Good defensive set that time by the Panthers.
Good hustle. They got a good look, but got to get a little urgency about them now.
Northwood with a busy week. They play Tippecanoe Valley Tuesday night and then Elkhart Christian on Friday night. Aaron Wolf hoping his team can build up some momentum going into the tournament, which has its draw coming up on Sunday. Glick down the lane for 2. Caleb Glick with his first basket of the night. It's an 11-point Northwood lead.
Bourbon Street Pizza Napanee open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. They've got appetizers, pizza, pasta dishes, and desserts. You can eat there, pick it up to go, or have it delivered. Their special now is a 3-topping large pizza for just $11, or you can upgrade to a specialty pizza for $1 more. Bourbon Street Pizza Napanee fed our crew tonight. They're on the All-American list in that category. Did a great job. We thank them.
Soto is called for the charge. That's his 4th foul. And so now Gallup and Soto, the 2 leading Charger offensive players, both playing with 4 fouls. But Memorial will get the ball back here with 3:20 to go.
At the corner of US 6 and State Road 15 in New Paris is a store that is really convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store opens Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. and they stay open until 10 p.m. Now that's convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store in New Paris has what you need to keep it going.
Timeout sponsored by Quality Window and Door. 3:15 to go, and Northwood leads it by 11 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by J.V. Macri Orthodontics. Trust your smile to an expert. And by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, partnering with TV 46 for 27 years.
The Miller Senior Living Communities of both Wakarusa and Napanee take great pride in being part of the Wanee community. With assisted living, nursing care, home care, and rehab services, they're committed to excellence for America's greatest generation, our seniors. Plan a visit to experience firsthand the many amenities at Miller's Senior Living Communities.
Knocked away by Smart, and then he lost it off his heel. Aaron Wolf encouraging his player. And in a lot of ways, this has been a vintage Northwood game tonight. They score 59 points per game in wins, just 46 per game in losses, and they've already passed that 46 mark here tonight. Soto inside, finds the bank open on a Monday night, and he has 15 now for the Chargers.
10 of those in the second half, really turned it on.
Lund has it knocked away by Forrester. Chargers want to run. Jennings outside to Soto. Got his man in the air, but then had to find somebody else. And Forrester throws it away.
Folks, how clear is your vision? Well, Napanee Family Eye Care has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Napanee community since 1999, and they want to help you achieve and maintain clear vision for years to come. Give yourselves the gift of clear vision at Napanee Family Eye Care. Learn more at NFE2020.com.
Gallup is called for the foul. He thought he had all ball, and instead, Trey Gallup fouls out of this game with 8 points.
Worked hard tonight. did a good job. It's been pretty frustrating in a lot of ways, but you know what Kyle Sears is doing a good job of, Chuck, I think, is making sure you don't lose your team. Yeah, you're fighting for a conference co-championship tonight. If you don't get it, you can live with it because your team has to get better, and you're going to get Hank Smith back probably before the tournament. This is a good basketball team.
Entering for Memorial, number 30, Lewis.
So Lewis will come in, a freshman for Elkhart Memorial, as Caleb Lund goes back to the stripe. The young man headed to Grace College to play golf, misses the front end of the 1-and-1, but Caleb Glick gets the rebound, and Northwood retains possession.
That's a heartbreaker. And the hot hands got the ball right now.
Gonwer, who leads Northwood tonight with 19 points, 16 of them coming in the first half, but a steal by Bailey and an easy layup is missed. And then Soto fouls out in frustration.
Oh, that's a tough one. Folks, should you be paying less for auto insurance? 50% discounts are now available. Let State Farm agent Sylvia Benjamin show you coverage that fits you. 24/7 customer service and discounts for things you do every day. Call Sylvia at 773-AUTO, that's 773-AUTO, or go to sylviaismyagent.com.
Meanwhile, Brad Delio at the line, 63% foul shooter, hits the first. Had 8 points tonight. He was the team's top 6th man last year. But now, as a starting guard, he leads this team in assists. 9 points tonight for Delio. Double-digit lead for Northwood with 1:45 remaining.
Delio has all those in the second half, too. Tough first half for him shooting the three.
Bailey, deep three, is offline. And Forrester got mugged on the rebound by DeAndre Smart.
Jane and Stone and the Loniger family wish the Panthers good luck tonight and through the remainder of the season, including the tournament. Jack and Nadine, proud supporters of Northwood and the entire Wanee community, and they take great pride in their customer service. J and N Stone, handcrafted, nature-inspired stone veneer.
Javon Forrester, a 60% free throw shooter on the year. Hits the first. He has 7 tonight. His career high 12 came against Wawasee. Very aggressive defender, and we have seen him get a couple of steals here tonight. 1 of 2 in that issue from the stripe, and the foul called against Quyan will send Lund back to the line.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies is an Indiana company that impacts industries worldwide. Over half a century of quality and excellence has made us the industry knowledge source. We support the efforts of the young people in this game tonight. We're working toward the same goal, after all. That is a great finish.
Caleb Lund, a 4-year varsity performer for the Northwood Panthers. Team's leading shot blocker, but he can't hit the free throw. Another offensive rebound on a free throw for Northwood. A lot of little things have added up to a victory tonight for Northwood if they hang on in the final 90 seconds. Smart inside, missed the layup, but here's another offensive rebound.
Wow.
The lack of size for the Chargers coming home to roost.
Love the patience of Northwood in this situation too, Chuck. They've had some chances where they could have gone up and taken a shot, but even the layup missed earlier, so they're going to run the clock if they can.
Gonwer, now Lund, triple team. Somehow Gonwer came away with the ball. And the Panthers really don't care about taking another shot from the field tonight unless it's right underneath the basket.
Good tournament execution planning here for Northwood. You're going to have to do this in pressure situations coming up.
So now it's the winner of the Plymouth-Warsaw game. They know they get a share of the NLC title, and Northridge can get that as well if they can beat Concord later this week. Memorial had its chance coming into this one tonight, but they also knew they had a tough task going on the road to play this Northwood
And
team.
they did it without Hank Smith, and again, hoping that he can be back certainly by tournament time. Hank is a terrific scorer, hard-working young man. Told me the other day, so they got a barn on our farm with a basketball court inside, and he spends a lot of time out there.
Meanwhile, Caden Gonwer at the line now has a new career high, 21 in this one after his previous career high came against St. Joe with 19. Jennings short on the three, the rebound to Glick. And this one belongs to the Northwood Panthers. Aaron Wolf's squad goes to 12-5 on the year. They'll play Tippecanoe Valley on Tuesday night and Elkhart Christian on Friday. They prevail over the Memorial Crimson Chargers in the Northern Lakes Conference tilt tonight by the final score, 53-41. Stick around, everybody. Our Yoder Construction postgame show and of all of our postgame features come your way after this. The Panthers win it 53-41 on 46. A 53-41 victory on this Monday night for the Northwood Panthers as they prevail over Elkhart Memorial, stopping the Chargers from getting a share of the Northern Lakes Conference title. Chuck Freeby and Bob Nagel high above the fray here in the Panther pit. And really the story tonight was the outside shooting of Caden Gonwer. He had a golden glow about him.
He did, as a matter of fact. And to do it here in this Porta pit that we're playing in, I know people around town know what we're talking about with the Gongwer family, but what a night for him to have a career night and to do it in such a great way, because in the first quarter, certainly you were expecting maybe his compatriot in the backcourt to do a better job. He had a cold shooting first half, gave it to his partner, did a nice job. So give credit to Delio for understanding that, hey, if it's not my night, it's not my quarter, it's not my half, I got to find the other guy, and he did.
Easy selection for our IU South Bend, fulfilling the promise player of the game. He's standing by now with Bo Hunt.
Standing by with our player of the game, Caden Gonwer. Caden, the three represents a number, and you hit a lot of threes tonight. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you, thank you.
You were raining threes down, man, in that first half. Just tell us what was going through your head and just the thought process of hitting those threes.
You know, honestly, I mean, I couldn't do it without my teammates in practice. They're making me better. Hitting those threes, I mean, I haven't had a game like that in a long time, so it feels really good to do that.
Knowing coming into this game that Elkhart had a chance to have a share of the conference, you guys didn't have any chance at all. What was your guys' thought process coming into this game knowing that fact?
You know, we're going to give it our all no matter what. I mean, if we've lost every game, it doesn't matter. We're going to give it our all every time. We're going to go hard. It doesn't matter.
We always talk about experience, and you guys are starting to get that experience this year. You guys are 12-5, a very dangerous team. Just talk about your team and your teammates.
You know, my teammates, I love them to death. I mean, I couldn't do anything I do without them. We work together so well. That's why we're successful. So.
Caden, congratulations on being our player of the game.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys.
That's our IU South Bend fulfilling the promise player of the game. The R. Yoder Construction postgame show rolls on with more after this.
For watching the WHME TV 46 High School Game of the Week, brought to you by
Northwood, a 53-41 winner over Memorial tonight. Time to finish up our R. Yoder Construction postgame show with a couple more of our features. First of all, the electrifying play of the game. It came from our player of the game, Caden Gonwer, the bomb and the bump late in the first half.
And I tell you what, he had such a great first half that you're thinking, okay, he's got to cool off here, but man, there's the three, knocks it down, gets knocked down, and gets up and makes a free throw. So Caden Gonwer had one of those special nights, I tell you, one he'll remember for a long time, and he deserved certainly the award and also the electrifying play of the game, brought to you by the electrical workers of Local 153.
One of 6 threes he hit tonight. And then I thought Northwood did a very good job on defense tonight. They're going to get our woe stop of the game for a play that happened very early in the game, led to a 9-2 lead. But it was a sign of their interior defense tonight. Trey Gallup's a pretty good scorer. They just made things miserable for him and then created offense out of the defense.
And I tell you what, they did the transition thing nicely tonight, especially when they get the opening pass to get it down the floor, and then you can look and set it up. They had 2 or 3 options on a lot of these breaks, and were able to finish strong at the basket. So, again, the woe stop of the game not only wound up being a stop against Memorial, but a point-scoring opportunity for Northwood.
So that'll do it from here at the Panther Pit. Northwood goes to 12-5 on the year with the win over Elkhart Memorial. And we've got a lot more high school basketball coming to you before we get to the tournament in March. Our thanks to our 46 crew, kind of a makeshift crew tonight. Boy, we had people from other stations in the area helping out, like the bubbly one, Tony Beltron, coming back to his spot in the truck tonight. And then Gary Banks and Randy Armstrong coming over from our friends at WNDU, so thanks to those fellas for helping out as well. Reminder, we've got more high school basketball coming your way on Friday night. The Westview Warriors, still a highly ranked team in Class 2A, go into the Goshen Gymnasium and take on the Red Hawks. Bob, Bo, and Bill Beck will have the call for you Friday night at 11 and Saturday morning at 9. Don't forget, all week long, you can get updates on social media at both Twitter and Facebook at our 46 Sports pages. Now for my Hall of Fame partners, Bob Nagel and Bo Hutt, the non-Hall of Famer Chuck Freeby reminding you the final score. Northwood 53, Memorial 41. So long from Nutty Napanee.